Hello, hello everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully you're all doing well.
In the following weeks, it was hard to tell how much the Empire's situation was shifting, but one thing was certain: changes were happening. With the death of their ringleaders, the Imperial Liberation Front's campaign of terror was finally over. And in recognition of our actions in Ruhr and at Corellia Fortress, all of us in Class 7 were invited to Valflame Palace. There, we were granted the honor of an audience with His Majesty the Emperor, Eugen III, along with Empress Priscilla, the mother of Princess Alphen and Crown Prince Cedric. But no sooner had we been thanked than we came face to face with the leaders of the factions that divided the nation. The heads of the four great houses who rule their vast provinces with absolute authority, and the Chancellor and his close ally, Governor Regnitz, who brought reforms to Heimdall and expanded the railways. Both sides were quick to offer us words of praise, but just as quickly turned to criticize each other's role in the crisis. Eventually, His Majesty was forced to step in and rebuke both sides, clearly disgusted by their behavior.
Good on him!
The terrorists' defeat made it difficult for their supposed supporters in the noble faction to act openly, while Crossbell's push for independence was causing enough of a stir over there to keep the reformists busy. With both sides tied up, it looked like the Empire was in for a long overdue respite from its perpetual conflict. We'd finally gotten all the details for our concert performance worked out. And Elliot announced that we'd be doing two songs, a duet between Machias and Eustace, and a solo by Emma. To no one's surprise, all three of them were quick to raise objections. But after Crow and Elliot explained their choices and how their master plan would win over the audience, the rest of the class was totally on board, leaving our new vocalists to resign themselves to the inevitable. Unfortunately, with the good times came some sad news as well. It turned out that Marquis Ragnar was furious at Angelica for her part in what we did at the mine, and as a result, she was forced to leave the academy. Contrary to the official statement, her withdrawal was to be permanent. Before she left, she asked me if I'd look after the orbital bike for her. At first, I didn't want to. It felt like I'd be accepting that she'd be gone. But after thinking it over, I finally agreed. With so much going on, we decided to take Prince Olivert up on his proposal of a brief vacation north in Ymir. It proved to be quite an eventful trip, and it really drove home just how much we'd come to mean to each other. I'd tell you all about it, but we'd be here for hours. Maybe another time.
There was some sort of little audio drama in Japanese that kind of goes more in detail of all that, but I don't understand Japanese in any way, so I haven't listened to it.
Could I have your attention, please? It's another great day. Perfect weather to start bringing all your great festival ideas to light. Some of you have been preparing since last month, and some even longer. I know you're all itching to get started. So without further ado, I hereby declare the first day of festival preparation begun. We have today and tomorrow, but try not to leave any work until tomorrow night unless you really have to. All right, everyone, let's do this, and stay safe out there.
Hey, at least things are really coming together now. It's an exhausting 2 weeks, though. You said it. I don't think I realized how much work this would involve. Elliot's a merciless taskmaster when it comes to music. It's like he unleashes the beast within. Sorry, I just really want this performance to be the best it can be. Don't worry about it. Given the short time we've had to prepare, I shudder to think what our band would sound like without your guidance. Yeah, I'm sure it'll sound great. Well, the songs are coming together quite nicely, I admit. We aren't seriously going to do that, are we? Come on, give it up already. Emma's song is really sounding great. Agreed, I'm sure you'll be quite the sight on stage once you're in your outfit. The boys will all be under your spell. You guys, that's not the kind of pressure I need right now. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised at Machias and Eustace. Who knew they'd work so perfectly together? I think at the outside, I doubted they had in them to actually cooperate. Yep, and now look at them. Crooning together in perfect harmony. But that's the worst part. Speak for yourself. I've never felt so humiliated in my life. Sounds like you're all having such a gosh darn good time, I almost hate to interrupt. Just wanted to let you know that the principal's given you permission to use the old schoolhouse. You're all free to use it for rehearsal or whatever you need all the way through the end of tomorrow. Really? That's a weight off our shoulders. There's only so much of a performance we can practice in the music room's limited space. Yeah, Class 1's been hogging the auditorium all to themselves. Well, considering they're performing an operetta, I'm not sure where else they could practice. The first floor of the old schoolhouse should be a fine makeshift auditorium as far as our practice needs go. It's even got the stage area. What more could we ask for? Sounds like a great solution to me. Though every time I step through those doors, I'm always reminded of our first day of school. First of many deceptions by a certain instructor. I'm afraid the statute of limitations expired on that one. You know, a little bird told me 2 people who might be in this room right now had a rather intimate experience that day. Oh, tell me. Well, it's nothing worth mentioning. How did he find out about that anyway? Well, shall we go our separate ways for today then? Yeah, our crossing should be coming in this evening. So I think we're fine spending today helping with the setup and decorations. Might as well pitch in while we can. I'm guessing tomorrow's schedule just has rehearsal written in every blank. True, it only seems right to spend today helping out our club members. Guess we oughta. Were you planning on helping Toa with any last-minute student council stuff, Reen? Yeah, the student council's been totally swamped these last few days. So, I figured I'd lend them a hand. I was thinking looking in on the old schoolhouse while I was out making the rounds, too. That'd be helpful. Even though we'll just be using the first floor, we should make sure nothing is shifted around in there. If you're gonna make a sweep of the place, please just bring me on my Arcus. I'd be happy to tag along. Okay, thanks. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate, so all I can say is good luck. I'll probably be patrolling the campus, so just let me know if anything happens. I'll give you a call when the costumes come in. I really want us to at least try those on today, just to make sure they all fit. If you wouldn't mind taking care of this stuff for me, I'd really appreciate it. No problem. Glad to help out. I figured they'd probably all be related to the festival in some way. Charles and Trish do seem pretty keen on helping out, though. That's nice of them. Yeah, they do every year. The radio station's even doing a little something for us, too. Alright, I'll see what I can do to keep the ball rolling in town, then. Great, that'd be a big help. Oh, but remember not to neglect your concert practice, okay? Chris was telling me about it. It sounds like you guys are really pulling out all the stops. That's the idea, yeah. But we haven't started group rehearsals yet. Most of us have family coming in to watch, though, so far, for better or worse, we're going to give it all we've got. By the way, do you think Angelica will be able to make it? Well... Sorry, I guess it's not looking too hopeful, huh? I just don't know. I've tried calling the Marquis's household, but Marquis's household, but they won't even let me talk to her. But still, this is Angie. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, Angie would never break a promise. Besides, are all here. Crow's here. George is here. I'm sure she'll be here too. That's why we need to make this festival a big success. I want Angie to forget the bad times for a little while and have fun. And I know your concert will be part of that too. When you put it like that, I want to do whatever I can to make it a good time for her. Besides, as your follow-up act, we'd look bad if they weren't cheering just as loud for us. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. Toa! Sorry to put in, but it looks like some of the materials we ordered are going to get here late. If we don't do something that's going to throw a hitch into our preparations. Okay, I'll take another look at the schedule and see if we can rearrange things a bit. Sorry, Reen, but it looks like duty calls. Good luck preparing for your concert. Thanks. Well, no sense just staying around here. We've got a lot to do and less time than I'd like to do it. Our outfits are going to show up this evening, too. I'll have to try and get as much as I can finished before then. Let's get going. I already have the Vermilion Master Quartz, I do believe. Yeah. Apparently, she's a character from another Trails game that we'll play at some point. As since it recently got localized. I actually have insufficient Mira. Oh. Oh, the only place we're smashing something so cute is... Oh, that was funny. Okay. Okay. Hot chili pepper cookies? Ugh.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
Hmm.
This is delicious. My special blend takes the fatigue right out of you. I've actually learned about a lot of the herbs in there in my class. Is that so? I almost forgot how fun it is to have tea with someone so young. Just tell me, how are things going in Class 7? You're all so busy these days. That we are, but our concert is really coming together now. We're doing the final fittings for our costumes today, and tomorrow will be a full day of rehearsal. We're definitely cutting it close, but we're all feeling motivated. There's no way this won't be a success. Oh my, such confidence. Just make sure you don't work so hard you end up having to pay me a visit. We'll try not to. Class 7 has accomplished a great deal over this past half a year. It's always a pleasure to learn what we're up to. That said, it seems like you also have a knack for getting yourselves into trouble. I'm certainly not opposed to Instructor Sarah's methods, but she could stand to be a bit more protective. Might be onto something, but that attitude has helped us out before. Which reminds me, you've known her for a while now, haven't you? I've heard that you used to be a medical officer in the Army. Is that when your paths crossed? Something like that, yes. Well, I suppose you're all at that age where it's expected you come across trouble every now and then. But keep in mind that pushing yourselves beyond your breaking point to accomplish something you can't will only end badly. Just like it did for her all those years ago. Understood. Gracious me, I didn't mean to lecture you like this. Teacher's habit, I guess. It appears our tea has gotten cold. Perhaps that's a sign that we have to bring this lovely conversation to an end. I suppose so. But it's nice to hear what you had to say, and I'll take it to heart. Glad to hear it. This is your first Academy Festival, so I hope you'll enjoy the whole thing, preparation included. I will. Thank you again.
Hello, Rean Schwarzer speaking.
Yo, it's me.
Oh, hey, Crow. Is something wrong? It's not like you to call out of the blue.
Well, we've run into a bit of a problem. Turns out our outfits for the concert will be arriving late. They said the earliest they can get them delivered is sometime tomorrow morning.
That's not great. I mean, it'll be hard to do tonight's dress rehearsal without the actual dress.
My thoughts exactly. But don't you worry, though. I'm just as crafty as I am handsome, so I've got a plan. Want to head out and pick them up for us in person?
Crow, I think the two of us need to go over the definition of plan sometime. You ordered them from a boutique in Heimdall, didn't you?
Yeah, someone over there's putting the finishing touches on them right now. They'll be done by this evening, so our whole delivery problem's solved if you just head over there. I do it myself, but I've got some stuff I need to get done.
Got it. I'll take care of it. I'll head to the station right now. Wouldn't want to miss the train on something this time sensitive.
Whoa there, the train? Come on, man. Don't tell me you forgot about Jellica's parting gift.
Oh. You're right. It'd probably be faster to get to Heimdall by bike than by train. Okay, bike it is. Besides, if I cut down on my travel time, I can put more work into the festival.
Even when I give you something cool to do, you find a way to make it dorky. Oh yeah, you should take someone with you too. You're bringing 11 outfits back here, and that's not exactly going to be easy on your own.
That's true. It'll be a lot easier with the sidecar, too. Okay, leave it to me.
Cheers!
Okay, I guess I've got a little more wiggle room to help out around here. I'll head to the engineering club to ask George to lend me the bike once I'm done. Okay, looks like everything's... Crow did say I should take someone else along to give me a hand. Not sure how busy everyone is, though. Let's see. Who should I try asking first? Alright, might as well see if they're free. Hey, it's Rean. I've got a little favor to ask.
What a nice breeze. I've always figured that Angelica's bike would be something special.
If I let her soup it up the way she wanted, it'd be unsteerable by human hands. Anyway, are you sure you're okay to come out with me? The lacrosse club's supposed to be preparing the field, isn't it?
It's no trouble. You're almost done anyway, and Ferris in the second year has agreed to finish the rest. Besides, if I'll be wearing one of these outfits on stage, I might as well be there when we pick them up.
True, you're one of our backing vocalists, so I'm sure you'll catch a lot of eyes.
This is some vehicle, though. You can really tell that the Ruhr Institute of Technology had a hand in developing it. I think trains are too convenient for bikes to break into the mainstream, but I can see them developing a cult following.
Only you would give the bike a technical and marketing analysis. It sure beats you asking about the outfits, though.
Did you say something?
That was just the wind.
Sorry to make you kids come all this way to pick these up. I think you'll be pretty happy with the way they turned out, though.
Fantastic! I can't wait to see them.
Thanks for getting them done on such short notice.
This was no sweat compared to what Crow put me through last year. He had me working like a madman. Last year's concert was great, though, so you can bet that I'll be there to see if you kids can top that. Oh, by the way, are you the girl on rhythm guitar? Huh. You've got a kind of natural elegance to you. Couple that with the outfit and you'll be a real sight to see.
So what exactly do these outfits look like, Rean?
Well, you'll see when we get back.
Yeah, that is not the answers you should have given. Not at all.
A bird? What the...
Rean, are you still with me? You just started zoning out.
Oh, it's nothing. There was just a strange bird on that lamppost over there, that's all.
Strange enough to get you daydreaming?
Yeah, actually. I've never seen a bird with feathers that color before. It was a really deep blue, almost like lapis lazuli.
Oh, wow. That does sound strange. I wonder what a bird like that is doing in the middle of a big city.
Who knows?
Oh, what do we have here?
I mean, Misty.
Is she an acquaintance of yours? Her voice sounds kind of familiar, though.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Rain? Thanks for not using my real name. If people here in the capital were to overhear you, I'd be drowning in fans in no time flat.
Sure, mum's the word. Fancy meeting you here, though. I assume you're here to shop?
You guessed it. This store does have a branch in Trista, but this one has a much better selection. What about you? Why are you lugging 2 suitcases around? You two getting a jump start on a romantic weekend getaway?
No way, never!
Let me explain.
Wow, a concert, huh? That sounds like a blast. I'd love to drop by the festival and see it myself. I might be able to go if I can free up a bit of space in my schedule.
It'd be great to have you. Although I can't imagine a professional like you would be terribly impressed.
Oh, don't be silly. Great music comes from the heart. Whoops, lost track of the time. I better get going. Well, bye for now. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Of course, I always do.
Tomorrow's broadcast? What was she talking about? And what was all that talk about her real name?
Let me start from the beginning.
Wait, that was the Misty from Abentime? Wow, I never would have guessed that Vita, Clotilde, and Misty were one and the same.
You'd think it would be obvious since their voices are so famous, but it's pretty hard to tell. Hold on. Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? They only broadcast Abentime on Sundays.
You're right. Maybe she's going to appear on some other show?
Well, it doesn't matter. We should head back to Trista. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us.
Good idea. We still need to try on our outfits, too.
Yeah, but before you do, you have to promise not to get mad.
Oh, what kind of outfits did you design?
A, wasn't him, it was Crow. To be somewhat fair to him.
Wow, these are actually really nice.
Huh. They're a bit more revealing than I would have chosen, but at least the design itself is reasonably tasteful.
Yep, not bad.
And the black makes us look all classy, too.
Oh, what am I even doing in this getup?
Wow! That makes your boobies look even bigger!
Wow, you look stunning.
That's seriously hot.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have trusted the boys.
I think it's perfect. And letting your hair down adds just the right amount of mystique. Nice work on the styling, Sharon. Thank you, my lady. I think you all look beautiful.
Wow, you all look even better than I was hoping.
Well, you all look the part of dashing gentlemen yourselves.
It seems like you took your inspiration from the traditional dress of the Imperial Court.
You look like rejected princes from a children's book.
But it kind of works. I feel a little bad for you guys. Your uniforms don't have those little personal touches like ours do.
Well, considering the time we had to work with, we had to settle for all us guys just wearing the same thing.
No one's gonna care what the guys are wearing. It's better to bring out each girl's charms and let the boys just sort of fade into the background. That's called knowing your audience, boys and girls.
I see how it is.
We're all different heights and have different hair colors, so I think we're better off with a standardized look.
I'm no stranger to cuffs, epaulets, and overdone embroidery. But it looks preposterous to see you wearing such finery, even if it is just a costume.
Hey, I didn't ask for this. What sane man would want to dress like a noble? Besides, I hope you haven't forgotten that we'll be singing in these outfits together.
Sadly, despite my earnest attempts, I haven't.
All right, are you ready to practice the night away?
We've only got a day and a half left, and that's if you include today. No time to waste. And that's why none of us are leaving this building until we can do a perfect run-through of our whole set.
I don't think he's going to take no for an answer.
You're like a drill sergeant when it comes to music. I hope you're not starting to take after Neidhart.
We're not sleeping tonight, are we?
I'll be sure to bring you all a nourishing dinner later this evening.
That's not the problem here.
Well, I suppose there's not much more we can do than buckle down and give it our best shot.
Fine. I suppose I'll just have to cast my shame to the wind and go through with it. Aww. It's not like I want to wear an outfit like this, but I might never get a chance again, so come on, Emma. Just grin and bear it.
Oh no, I think we broke Emma.
Maybe we ought to leave her be for a while.
Look at them all, yammering on without a care in the world.
I can't believe they actually convinced her to wear that outfit, too. Though, I suppose it does look rather bewitching. The conditions have all been met. Is this just the calm before the storm?
Looks like this year's festival will be even more lively than last year's. A no wind blows from the east and ominous clouds still hang over our fair country. But young people have their whole future ahead of them. They ought to pursue their dreams with excitement, with passion. Just as they always have, and as they likely always will. I certainly agree. It's good to be young. I was once full of vim and vigor. So were you, Prince Olivert. Well, he never really lost lost the spark. Even His Highness and that fool Osborne were boys once. Indeed. I'm back from my patrol. Thank you, Sarah. Looks like everything will be finished by the end of the day. Instructor Beatrix, my apologies, I had no idea you were here. You really don't need all the formality, or the salute for that matter. You've accomplished more than enough since we first met to stand proudly on the equal footing with me. But you saved my life. Kinda hard to trump that. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to join the guild either. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since then. My, how time flies. You're quite the popular figure on campus. Weren't you also Nightheart's superior at one point? With all due apologies to Heinrich, perhaps I ought to put you forth as my replacement when I retire. I'm all for that. I couldn't possibly. Still, considering the direction this country seems to be headed, I'm worried about what will become of this academy in the next year. So am I. Have you heard anything from Major Nightheart, you sir? Not thus far, unfortunately. He did say his intent to return in time for the festival, however. I see. I've been hearing some concerning reports from the guild in Crossbell recently. I don't doubt it. We're likely on the cusp of a significant change. Whatever that change may turn out to be. But in spite of that, the future may hold, our duty remains the same as it always has been. Yeah. Well said, Instructor Beatrix. I ask of you, Idios and Dracos the Lionheart, grant these young people your protection and your courage, and guide them as they enjoy this festival, that no harm may come to them.
Yeah, we did it!
That was our best yet.
I feel like we were really giving everything we had with that one.
I need a rest.
The only question now is whether we can do that in front of a hall full of people.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. We prepared as much as we can. It's all in the goddess's hands now.
Maybe you're right.
But when you put it that way, it sounds like no matter how much work we put in, it all comes down to luck in the end.
If that's the case, we'll just have to coerce luck into staying on our side.
Nice work, guys. I think we're right where we want to be. You play like you did just now for the actual concert, and we'll be golden.
Thanks for all your help, Crawl.
If you're satisfied, I think our audience will be too.
What time is it even?
Only 3 p.m. Wow, I thought it was evening already.
Well, no one could accuse us of not being focused enough.
I just want to go back to the dormitory and bury my face in my pillow.
Rest? Oh, no. No time for that now. See, the best concerts always have two aces in the hole. An unexpected surprise and an encore. Now that we've finally got the basics down, we can try pulling off something that'll pave our road to victory.
What?
Surprises? An encore?
What?
Please, tell me you're just kidding. You are, right?
Wait, we're not seriously doing that. I thought you were just joking.
Now, hold on just a minute.
You aren't seriously suggesting that we add another song, are you?
Ding ding! He can be taught! Don't worry your pretty little heads, though. As soon as you hear what I've got in mind, you'll be all in on this. I've got a nice, simple tune in mind that everyone's heard, and most people probably even know the lyrics. Anyway, we haven't got much time to prep, so how about we get right down to business?
You're a slave driver. You killed her!
Hang in there, Emma.
I think Crow's more fired up about this than anyone else. Even me.
He's taking us on a ride one way or another, so we might as well just strap ourselves in.
Still hard at work, I see. Oh, hey, George. Sounds like you managed to finish all the difficult stuff, huh? Yep, it wasn't easy, though. but I think it'll be worth it in the end. This year's festival is shaping up to be even more fun than last year's. Really? You're worried about Angie, aren't you? Yeah, I'm sure she'll come through for us. With what's happening in Crossbow right now and all the terrorist attacks in the last couple months, it sounds like this country's got some tough times ahead of it. I started to think maybe some might not make it. Always a possibility, I guess. But you know what? Even knowing that, I don't feel worried. Think of how much fun we're going to have these next 2 days? I just can't imagine Angie missing a good party. Yeah, you're right. You really do. Really do what? Never mind. Oh yeah, looks like Class 7's still at it. I wonder if they're still practicing. I don't know. I looked on them this afternoon and it seemed like they were basically done for the day. Still, they've got Crow as their producer, so you know there's always that little bit of worry in the back of my mind. Now that you mention it, looks like we're a little late. Rean, what happened to you guys? You look exhausted. I can't believe we made it through alive. That was like torture. So tired. I'm gonna call Lammy. Don't you dare. Celine, grandmother. Emma, you can't just sleep out here. At least summon up the energy to get back to your bedroom first. Are you all okay? All finished with the concert rehearsal then? Just about. We were cutting it pretty close though. Now all that's left is to see how it all goes over in front of an audience. Sure, we'll be fine. A wind of blessing will blow on us. So you all look like you rehearsed till you dropped, literally. You all should feel proud. I've seen how hard you've worked. That's great to hear. Can't wait to see you guys play live. I've got a feeling you're set to impress. Oh. Wow. Looks like they got all the decorations put up now. You can really feel the excitement in the air. Looks like it's going to be even livelier than last year. That's fine by me. George and Toa, thank you both so much for all the work you've put into helping the festival go forward. Same to you, man. You guys have put in pedal to the metal all the way, especially these last couple days. I'm ready to have some fun. Tomorrow, make sure to let loose. You've earned it. I'm running low on storage space again.
Right. Right.
There we go.
Right.
I want to check something here. Millium's almost done. Crow's a long ways from being done.
Oh, I'm beat. My brain's awake, but my body is exhausted. I guess at least a good night's rest will take care of the fatigue. At this point, all I can do is just pour everything I've got into the concert. Wasn't there a music program that runs around this time? I could use something to wind down. I don't feel like reading, and there's not much else going on this late on a Friday night. Guess I'll just relax till bedtime. I know I'll be showing Elise around on the second day of the festival, so the only day I'll be roaming around on my own is tomorrow. If I get the chance, maybe I should meet up with some of the others to see what all of the other classes are doing. Huh?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Wait, we're already live?
Hey, isn't that Misty?
Excuse me? We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you this special news bulletin. This afternoon, Crossbell State issued a Declaration of Independence. This declaration was issued by the state government based on a recent referendum and carries no legal authority whatsoever. The Imperial government has issued an official statement that they refuse to accept the declaration as valid, and the President of the Calvard Republic, which also claims authority over the state, has made a similar statement. In spite of this, Crossbell's Mayor Croix has declared that the country will act as an independent state going forward, as well as announced the establishment of the Crossbell Defense Force, raising tensions both at home and abroad.
Whoa.
That's not good.
Students and visitors, thank you very much for your patience. Without further ado, I hereby declare the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival open. Enjoy yourselves today and have a wonderful time.
You know, our big moment isn't until tomorrow afternoon. So the best thing we can do today is simply enjoy the festivities and try not to think about the concert. I'm trying not to. I'm sorry. I'm sure some of us have club obligations to attend to today, so perhaps we should each just do our own thing. It'd be a good idea to meet in the auditorium at the end of the day to check all of our equipment for tomorrow. Yeah, I need to find out when our orbital instruments are going to be taken in. And we'll need to do a little bit of tuning at the very least. That sounds fine. A musician has to keep her instrument in top condition, just like a warrior does her weapon. I'm surprised everyone's so calm, especially considering the big news from Crossbell yesterday. Their declaration of independence. Certain grounds for concern, but at this point, I don't think the reality of it has sunk in for me yet. Honestly, I can't see the new Crossbow Defense Force as much of a force to be reckoned with either. I say let them talk. Talk is cheap after all. Pride and independence are things one acquires through hard work. A verbal declaration holds little weight on its own, especially if they end up reneging on it soon after. That's certainly true. Crossbow will still be there in 2 days, but right now we've got a festival to focus on. We've got people here from all over this country, and we owe it to them to show them a good time. With all the uncertainty in the world lately, that's all the more reason to try and help people forget their troubles. Especially since our families will be coming to visit tomorrow. You just had to remind me of that. I don't think we're any exception. We should all take this chance to kick back and have a good time. We've earned it. You really don't have to help us out today, you know. This is your first Academy Festival. You should be out there having fun with your friends. Oh, don't worry. I fully intend on enjoying myself. That doesn't mean I can't help out in my free time, though. You're not exactly convincing me. I know. Here, take these. Some kind of special tickets? These are tickets the Student Council is issuing to all our visitors. You use them to visit the festival attractions. Some place might even give you special perks to ticket holders. And you're going to use them all by the end of the day. That's a mandate from the president. What? Well, it sounds like if I don't order you to have fun, you'll just work yourself through the entire festival. So it's our first time trying the whole admission ticket system. So I'd like to know how well it's working. One ticket is good for 2 people, so go try a bunch of different activities and see what they'll get you. Okay? Thanks, Toa. You're welcome. Remember, have fun out there. I don't know what that just was, but okay. Okay, who will we invite?
Let's get started. Go on, draw a card. After you, then. What? You can't do that. Bolt. Oh, same score? We better draw again. Looks like I'm going first. Bolt. What? You can't do that. Oh, now you've done it. Oh, same score? We better draw again. Looks like I'm going first. One more game.
Oh, son of a...
Well, shall we begin? Please draw a card. After you, Master Rean. Well then, we have to draw again. Well then, we have to draw again. After you, Master Rean. Well then, we have to draw again. After you, Master Rean. So that's how you want to play. Well then, we have to draw again. Looks like I go first. I'm using a bolt. I'm using a bolt. Now then, how will you react to this? Oh my, I should have been more careful. That was a wonderful match.
Ah. Didn't know you weren't supposed to hit the pink ones. Okay.
Let's get going. All right, let's do this. It didn't work.
Okay. Ah, Crow's such an idiot. You know what? I want to do the Eastern Tea House again. Because you're an idiot.
The first day of the Academy Festival is nearly over. Thank you for coming today, everyone. I hope you'll join us for our second day of festivities. And for all of you prepping tonight for tomorrow's attractions, good luck. And try not to overexert yourselves.
Time has come.
You did really well, Reen.
No, I'm feeling fine. I was just thinking about the latest news I heard about Crossbow. Oh yeah, there's that rumor going around. You're talking about the one involving the international mega Crossbow, right? Apparently they've frozen access to all their foreign accounts. On top of that, you've got the bank's CEO, Dieter Kreuss, serving as one of Crossbow's two heads of state. He won the mayoral election a few months ago, but even in political office, he stayed on as head of the IBC. I actually met him in person once. Wow, really? Yeah, not on my own though. I was with my mother. The IBC is a long-standing business part of the Reinford Company. They act as an intermediary for the Orbital Network and Arcus projects, actually, but he never seemed like the kind of person who'd do anything this extreme. If the IBC really has frozen the bank's international assets, it's going to cause chaos across the entire continent, not just in Erebonia. Could lead to aggression, a pretty big one too. Some family's assets have been hit by the IBC's freeze as well. Just don't get it. If they push their luck too hard with the Empire of the Republic, there won't be a Crossbow state for much longer. So they're doing all this, accepting that could happen, or they've got something else in mind. With all this going on, are our families really going to be able to make it tomorrow? Got a lot of VIP parents in this class who are supposed to show up, right? That's true. It might be rather difficult for them to make it. Given he's on the board of directors, I expect my dad to at least make an appearance, even if he couldn't stay. Yeah, I don't think my sister still will have any trouble making it, but I'm not so sure about my dad now. Same situation here. My grandfather should be able to make it, no problem, but my mother? My only family member who will be visiting is my younger brother. Yeah, only my sister will be coming, so nothing to worry about there. Eustace and Laura, you've both got family coming too, right? Right, but considering my father's current position, whether he makes it or not depends more or less on chance and circumstance. I can't really hazard guess whether my brother will be able to make it. Ordinarily, he was a reasonable degree of freedom, but with all that's been going on, he's been quite a busy man. You saved yourself some chronic hand-wringing. I've just been informed that all of them will be able to make it. Instructor, is that true? Sure is. They all called the academy about it earlier today, in fact. The situation in Crossbow isn't so dire that it's going to have an immediate impact here in the Empire. So they decided that the best thing to do is just attend as planned, to show everyone it's still business as usual. Well, that's certainly something. I'm actually a bit relieved to hear that. Anyway, never mind that. You've got your big day tomorrow, so I hope you're ready to tear it up on stage. Class 1's got the operetta they're doing, right? I snuck a peek at their rehearsal earlier, and the amount of effort they're putting into the whole production is almost scary. Wait, they're rehearsing today, too? Looks like they went straight to the principal to ask permission, and he made a special exception for them. I figured they'd just coast along on their family pedigrees, but they're putting their hearts and souls into this. Whatever you guys said, you must have really lit a fire under them. What should we do? Maybe we should have one more rehearsal, just in case. Nah, we've got plenty time. We're as good as we're going to be for this performance. Any more rehearsing would just be redundant. Suppose you're right. If we whip ourselves into panic and just rehearse until we drop, we'd actually be more likely to screw up. Made a good point. In lacrosse, getting a good rest before a big match makes a huge difference. I guess it may be best to simply rest for tonight, then. We'll need every bit of our strength tomorrow. Yeah, we've done all the work we can. I'm sure a good wind will blow on us. I'm impressed you guys are a lot calmer than I thought you'd be. Here I was all ready to lecture you if you seriously suggested rehearsing at this time of night. Instructor, we wouldn't even have thought to do it if you hadn't come bandaging in here trying to scare us by telling us about Class 1. She's just sulking because she feels left out. That's a dirty lie and you know it. Hey, what's that sound? Why are they ringing the bell this late? Hold up. It's not the school's bell. Can't remember ever hearing one like that around here before. Now that you mention it, it did sound different from the bell we normally hear. Wait. No, it couldn't be. This is like the bell we heard in Lohengrin Castle, isn't it? It is the same sound, I'm sure of it. It's impossible, and yet... What's going on, you guys? Lohengrin Castle... Is that old castle in Legram, isn't it? Yeah, the one you told us the ghost story about? Seems like things just took a turn for the strange. I have a feeling I know where this lonesome bell is tolling from. Come with me if you're curious. Yeah, I'm going to be the main building's bell. Wait, that would mean... I know it. Let's go take a closer look. What's going on? Where are they off to at this hour, and where's that bell tolling coming from?
What is this?
Seems like there's some kind of force field. No idea what's powering it, though.
Oh my! There's something very strange about this. Very strange indeed. This academy may have been founded by Emperor Dreichels, but this particular building dates back long before even his time, I believe.
Principal Van Dyke, what are you all doing here?
Rean?
Ah, and Sarah.
So,
What's going on here?
I'm sure you heard the tolling of the bell earlier. Apparently, as soon as that started, this barrier appeared. We've had several students testify that was the case, at any rate.
Looks like it's covering the entire building.
I tried the direct approach and hit it with a hammer, but it just absorbed the impact.
Wow.
So it's some sort of field that negates any physical force applied to it?
We've known from the beginning that this building was one big mystery, but it seems we didn't realize just how big.
Want me to call out Lammy and have him smash through?
Don't bother. It'd just be a repeat of what happened in Lohengrin Castle.
Yeah, nothing we tried could even scratch that barrier. And this one seems a lot like it.
Gather the staff for an emergency meeting. I'm afraid we'll have to prepare for the worst.
Yes, sir.
I suppose we have no other recourse at this point.
Toa, going forward, let's assume that the second day of the festival and all related events will need to be cancelled. George, I'd like you to gather your equipment and keep a close watch on this area.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Wait!
Are you really going to cancel the festival?
Under these circumstances, there's not much else we can do. If the building is still like this tomorrow morning, there's no way we can let visitors onto the campus.
We have no idea what's happening in there either. The risk of danger is too great. It's possible we might need to evacuate the academy. Or even all of Trista.
No way. Damn it. Is that our only option?
I guess from a risk management point of view, that's the only sensible course of action, but...
Over the past month, we've poured everything we have into getting ready for this festival. Maybe we wanted to prove we could put on just as good a show as the other classes. Maybe we wanted to impress our families. Maybe it's just that being with friends and working to make something great is its own reward.
Rean! Yeah?
That's all just secondary right now. What's really important is our chance to leave a legacy here. To do something new classes might look at and aspire to. Winning or losing, that doesn't really matter in the end. And it doesn't ultimately matter whether our show is a smash hit or totally tanks. Because what we worked for isn't fame or bragging rights. We worked to put on the best damn festival we could. So all I'm asking for is a chance to see that through. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Oh.
He's right, you know.
I'm with Rean on this too.
Perhaps the best we can put forth will amount to nothing in the end.
But even if it does, as long as we have a chance to do something about it, we won't just take this lying down.
Yeah, we spent way too long practicing to just throw it all away.
Besides, it'd be super lame if we missed a chance to strut our stuff.
Since the beginning of the year, it's been our class's responsibility to investigate the old schoolhouse.
That's right. And it just so happens that we haven't made our monthly visit yet.
You guys are actually serious.
Sure looks that way.
Man, hearing you guys so fired up brings a little tear to my eye.
Well, I certainly admire your spirit, but spirit alone won't be enough to get you past this barrier. Oh, Rean, what's that light?
Huh? What is this?
It's coming from your Arcus pouch.
Yeah, but why?
It looks like the quartz is shining. What?
What's happening?
Now all of our Arcus units are glowing.
What's going on?
I doubt it's mere coincidence that this light is the same hue as the barrier.
You know, this actually reminds me of our very first day in the old schoolhouse.
Indeed. We were all connected together through our Arcus combat links.
It does seem similar.
Mine's doing it too.
Ooh, this is so neato!
The time has come. Now reveal.
Reen? Reen! Are you okay?
It almost looks like he's causing a sympathetic resonance with the field.
Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting. It's an invitation. Like I and the rest of Class 7 are being called in.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, sir. I guess they ended up taking after their teacher a little too much.
Then you've been a fine instructor. I stand impressed with your students. Besides, making the choices that define you is part of growing up. It's currently 1940 hours. I'll permit you until 00 hours to conduct your investigation. Any later, and you won't get enough sleep to put on a rousing concert after all.
Sir.
Then we can...
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after. Go on. I'm not gonna chide you for being rash. Not this time, anyway.
And may the goddess guide your steps. Don't forget, too, that discretion is the better part of valor. Retreating isn't always a cowardly option.
Instructor Sarah. Instructor Thomas.
Right.
Understood.
Be careful in there, everyone! We'll do whatever we can out here to back you up.
I'll leave the engineering building open for the night, so come on over if you need to use the facilities there. I'll go ask the shops in the cafeteria to keep the lights on for you, too.
Thank you.
We're counting on you.
All right, let's go.
Well, like they did in the Lohengrin Castle, actually. Indeed, I can sense a welling up of spiritual energy, too. Lohengrin was that castle you guys got trapped in when you visited Legram, right? It was, though this doesn't seem quite the same as the phenomenon we encountered there. I'm scared there aren't going to be any ghosts jumping out at us, are there? Something's different in here, too. The elevator might as well go take a look. Look, the elevator is glowing with that same light. Almost like it's trying to guide us. There's something different about the console, too. So there is a 7th floor. I knew that 6th floor couldn't possibly be the last. My guess is that the 7th floor holds the key to answering all the questions we have about this place. Well, shall we see what lies beyond? Right. Time to find out what the dark terrors await us down there.
Is this?
Glowing cogs?
We've seen some strange stuff in this schoolhouse since we started coming here, but I think this takes the cake.
Confirming release of the 6th lock. Potential awakener detected. The time has come. Commencing the 2nd trial.
This looks the same as the red door we found on the 4th floor, but...
It seems like there's an even bigger surprise behind this one.
I'm very curious about this 6th lock and 2nd trial business. Do you think the locks refer to each of the floors we've cleared so far?
What's a potential awakener? Is it talking about one of us?
I can scarcely venture a guess. But what seems certain is that we're here tonight because we were meant to be here.
Yeah.
Rean?
Huh, are you okay? It's the mark on your chest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But how do you...
Call it intuition. I think it should already be quite apparent, but we're headed somewhere no living eyes have seen. Are you sure you're all prepared? Emma?
Well, well. You certainly seem to be in the know about all of this.
And how long has Celine been here?
Meow.
Back at the start of the year, I know we all had our doubts. We've made it this far because we've accepted each other for who we are. And I think being part of Class 7 is a big part of that. Even if the world were to stand against us, we'd have each other. The challenges we face together.
Rean.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
That's Laura, cutting right to the heart of it.
Yeah, I don't ever recall accepting him.
I could say the same about you!
Some things never change, do they?
Honestly, if they ever stop bickering, I'd probably miss it. It's just one of those things that makes us what we are.
Aw, you guys have a good thing going. Wish I was a part of it.
You said it, Short Stack. Don't know that there's much of a place for a slackadaisical second year either.
What kind of talk is that? You two belong here just as much as the rest of us. And I think you'll have to agree, Emma. Class 7 is the best there is.
Well said. Maybe I still have a ways to go before I fully understand the whole class system here. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
Then what are we waiting for? No one might ever know what we do here tonight.
She just said she's not used to. She doesn't understand the class system here. So that would entail that she's from somewhere else.
We're doing it to prove it to ourselves. To face down our fear conquer it, and earn the answers we deserve.
Rean. All right. I won't try to dissuade you. Let's go earn our chance to leave our mark on this academy.
Yeah!
A pocket dimension? At least that's my best guess.
Whoa.
I'd expected to see something that defied explanation. But this is beyond imagination.
Still, this trial is ours to overcome. And overcome it we shall.
Yeah, you're right. So, how about it, Rean? Any words of wisdom from our fearless leader?
Huh? What do you want me to say?
Whatever you want, I guess.
Gotta have a little pep talk before we begin the mission.
Yep. Just think of it as another of our old schoolhouse adventures.
Let's do this, boss man.
Just don't say anything you might regret later.
You guys aren't making this any easier. All right, Class 7. Our mission is to explore the 7th floor of the old schoolhouse and find a way to return the building to normal. Are you ready to give this everything you've got?
Yes,
Right.
Oh, so I'm stuck with her. More like green quartz or... Okay. We got one of those. Okay, so we will save going to the in there for tomorrow. So till I know we're ending a little early, but I do have to get up a little earlier this morning. So we will see you all then. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.